Welcome to our video about the 10 lessons we can learn from Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis. Freud revolutionized the way we understand the human mind and the causes of our behaviors. He expanded our understanding of the subconscious and unconscious motivations, paving the way for a range of theories and practices in modern psychology. In this video, we will explore the 10 most important lessons that Freud taught us and how they are still relevant today. So, let's get started. The Freud sign was a Jewish neurologist who, from his studies on the treatment of hysteria with hypnosis, developed the technique of free association and created psychoanalysis. That is why he is considered the father of psychoanalysis. Freud developed several theories about the human mind that are studied and applied to this day. In this video, I will present 10 thoughts from Freud to better understand the analytical significance of his words. Lesson number 1 is the importance of self-knowledge. Freud once said, "Look inward, into your emotions, you are the first to know yourself." Knowing and understanding our feelings and behaviors is not an easy task and requires a long history of experiences. Freud reinforces this idea by showing that the path towards self-knowledge is essential to achieving success in other aspects of life. We need to have an understanding of our capabilities, recognize our weaknesses and flaws, and know our potential and limitations. Lesson number 2 is the ability to be resilient. Freud once said, "We are made of flesh, but we must live as if we were made of iron." Life can be beautiful, but it can also be very cruel and difficult for some people. In these situations, no matter how extreme and desperate they may seem, we must maintain a firm grip and mental balance. This is the best way to see the light at the end of the tunnel. The ability to redefine negative events gives us the power of resilience to resist other problems or the same ones. Lesson number 3 is strategic planning. Freud once said, "Thought is the rehearsal for action." Everything we do is the result of a thought process that occurs either consciously or unconsciously. Knowing this, we can use our thoughts to predict our actions and try to gain some control over any situation we may encounter. Lesson number 4 is the mirror effect. The more Pedro talks about Paulo, the more I know about Pedro than Paulo. This saying can reveal a lot about the ego's defense mechanism, psychoanalytic projection. What bothers me about others is probably the wound I see within myself. When I point a finger at someone else, I have 3 fingers pointed at me. When I complain that someone is too full of themselves, it is probably because my vanity clashed with theirs. In ego struggles, we project onto others what is within us. Lesson number 5 is that we are stronger when humble than when vain. Freud once said that we would be much better off if we didn't want to be so good. Excessive pride elevates us to a pedestal of self-importance, and we ourselves find happiness in it. Humility, on the other hand, recognizes equality and the importance of cooperation and teamwork in improving as individuals. You can travel alone and vain or accompany others and be humble. Lesson number 6 is the power of love. Freud once said, "How strong a person becomes when they are sure they are loved." When we truly love and are loved, we gain positive reinforcement for our self-esteem, confidence, sociability, empathy, and emotions. Love can break down the invisible barriers of traumas, problems, and hatred within us. Lesson number 7 is the importance of nonverbal communication. Freud said, "No human being is capable of hiding a secret. If the mouth is silent, the fingertips will speak." Everything that happens internally within our body tries to reveal externally. Everything that we hide becomes clear through our body language and micro-expressions. Knowing how to read others is of vital importance for developing diverse social abilities. Lesson number 8 is the fragile narcissist. Freud said, We can defend ourselves against an attack, but we are defenseless against praise. The truth is that everything that flatters us is deceiving. It is the case of compliments that lower our guard and make us give ourselves up on a platter. Our wounded narcissism needs the applause of others to experience itself. However, everything is an illusion. Do not let your structures break down due to the praise of others. You can be much better if you analyze those compliments objectively. Lesson number 9 is that information is not wisdom. Freud said, only personal experience can make a human being wise. Cumulative information can cause mental obesity. Therefore, accumulated information without use is not wisdom. Wisdom comes from the set of experiences we live. My suggestion is to explore and not be afraid to have doubts in this life. Live the experiences you want to live with your mistakes. Learn and don't be afraid to try again after failure. The last lesson is to avoid absolute certainty. Freud said, never be certain of anything because wisdom starts with doubt. Absolute certainty blinds us to new horizons. Keeping an open mind is essential to achieving wisdom. Do not hold on to the ideas and notions that you have about the world in a box. Allow yourself to experience different paths and listen to opposing opinions. If you like this video, please leave a like to let us know you enjoyed the content on our channel. If you are not yet subscribed, Freud himself could not explain why you haven't yet, so subscribe to our channel.